See You at the Top by Zig Ziglar. Chapter 2. Good or bad, you passed it on. Segment 3. Your relationship with others. What is this chapter about? Chapter 1 taught us that the way we see others shapes everything. Now, Chapter 2 takes that idea one powerful step further. Ziegler says that whatever you carry inside you, good or bad, positive or negative, loving or bitter, you pass it on to the people around you. Every single day, in every interaction, whether you mean to or not, this chapter is both a warning and an invitation. A warning because negative speeds faster and deeper than we realize, and an invitation because so does godness. You're always transmitting. Ziegler uses a beautiful picture to explain this idea. The compares every human being to a radio transmitter. Whether you turn it on or not, whether you choose to or not, you are always broadcasting. Your mood, your attitude, your energy, your beliefs about people, all of it goes out into the room the moment you walk in. People feel it before you even speak. Have you ever walked into a room and immediately felt uncomfortable? Even thought nobody said anything wrong? Or walked into a room and immediately felt welcome and at ease? That feelings came from the people in it, from what they were transmitting. Ziegler says, you're doing the same thing right now, every day, to your family, your colleague, your friends, and even strangers you pass on the street. The question is not whether you are passing something on. The question is what you are passing on. The family, the most powerful transmission station. Ziegler focuses much of this chapter on the family because he believes the home is the home is where the most powerful transmission happens. Think about what a parent transmission to a child every single day. A parent who is anxious transmits anxiety. The child grows up feeling that the world is unsafe and threatening. A parent who is angry transmits anger. The child grows up believing that anger is the natural response to difficulty. A parent who is joyful transmits joy. The child grows up with a natural brightness and optimism about life. A parent who loving and affirming transmits worth. The child grows up believing they are valuable and careable. Ziglar says, Most parents are transmitting things they receive from their parents, who received it from their parents, who received it from theirs. The patterns, good and bad, travel through generation like rivers flowing through time. This is both sobering and exciting. Sobering because you may be passing on things you did not even choose. Exciting because you can choose to break the negative patterns and starts transmission. Sometimes better, sometimes that will bless not just your children, but your grandchildren and beyond. The workplace transmission. Ziglar also applies this principle powerfully to the workplace. He says a leader, a manager, a supervisor, a business owner transmits something into their entire organization every single day. The mood of the leader becomes the mood of the team. The attitude of the leader becomes the culture of company. A leader who is fearful creates a fearful team. A leader who is suspicious creates a suspicious culture. A leader who is negative, critical, and discouraging criticizes an environment where people shrink, hide their mistakes, and do the minimum required. But a leader who is encouraging, trusting, and positive creates something completely different. People grow, people take initiative, people bring their best ideas forward because they believe those ideas will be welcome. Ziglar says, if you are in any position of influence, parent, teacher, manager, friend, and you are a leader. And leadership is always transmission. Negatives spread faster than positivity. Ziegler makes an important and honest observation in this chapter. Negativity translates faster and spreads more easily than positivity. One negative person in a room can darken the mood of everyone present within minutes. One rumor, one complaint, one criticism spoken carelessly can spread through a family or workplace like wildfire. Why? Because human beings are naturally more sensitive to threat than to reward. Our brains are weird to notice danger, and negativity feels like danger, so it grabs our attention immediately. This means that choosing to be positive requires real effort and real discipline. It does not happen automatically. You must work against the natural current, but Ziegler said the effort is absolutely worth it because while negativity spreads fast, positivity goes deeper. It builds things that last. It creates trust, your loyalty, love, and strength that negativity can never produce. What are you passing on? Ziglar pauses in this chapter and asks the readers a series of deeply honest questions. He invites you to look at what you are actually transmitting. Every day when your child comes home from school excited about something, do you light up with them, or do you barely look up from what you are doing? When a colleague shares a new idea, do you lead in with curiosity, or do you immediately point out why it will not work? When your parents tells you about their day, do you truly listen, or are you already thinking about something else? When a stranger needs help, do you see them as a person worth your time, or as an inconvenience? These are not comfortable questions, but they are necessary ones, because the answers reveal what you're truly transmitting, not what you intend to transmit, but what you are actually sending out into the lives of the people around you, breaking the negative cycle. One of the most powerful sections of this chapter is Ziglar discussing how to break negative transmission patterns. He says, first step is simply awareness. You cannot change what you cannot see. Many people are transmitting negativity that they inherited from their upbringing, not out of cruelty, but out of pure habit and unawareness. Once you see it clearly, you can begin to make different choices, not all at once, but one interaction at a time. He suggests some very practical ways to begin transmitting positivity. Speak encouraging words deliberately. Choose at least one person every day and say something genuinely kind and affirming to them. Bring your best energy to the people who matters most. Many people give their best energy to strange and colleagues and bring their leftover, tired, irritable self home to their family. Ziglar says this must be reversed. Manage your mood before you enter a room. Take a moment before you walk through your front door, before you enter a meeting, before you pick up the phone, and choose the attitude you want to bring. Celebrate others. People suggest genuinely. Nothing transmits genuinity of the spirit most powerful than being truly happy when someone else does well.